What's going on, guys? This is part 2 of buying my ZL1. I just want to give a little bit of a review on it. I've been driving it for about 300 miles now today. It is the same day as the last video. I am on my way up from I-75 from Florida, trying to get up all the way closer to Michigan.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
That is the Waze app, not sponsored by them either. But I'm on my way up right now, extremely exhausted. Been up since 5 a.m. It's 5 p.m. right now. I'm gonna probably drive for another 4 or 5 hours and then get a hotel somewhere. So far, I love the car. 6-speed manual. I wanted to talk a little bit about what exactly is done to the car. The car is a 2018 ZL1 6-speed manual. It has the carbon hood. It has the PDR. Obviously, it's 6-speed manual. It doesn't have the new automatic. I had that in my old ZL1. I wanted to try something different because I missed my Corvette, which was a 7-speed manual. Very odd, but 7 is overdrive, which is used for highway cruising. I've been averaging about 23 miles per gallon, going about 80 miles per hour. It's solid. You know, it has a intake and it has a Cook's 1 7/8 headers. I know it's not 2-inch headers, kind of weird, but it sounds great. It's not raspy, or it's not I forgot the word for it, but there's a perfect sound. So right now I'm cruising on the highway. I don't hear any drone, nothing. But as soon as you get on it here, like I'll downshift I'm going 70, so I'll downshift into 3rd. Listen, as soon as I get on it, you hear it. And I mean, it doesn't sound like that. So it sounds great. Love it so far. Like I said, intake and exhaust, that's it. It goes from a 1 7/8 headers to a 3-inch exhaust to the stock catback or axle back. And then it is to my Redline Motorsports. That was the previous owner. He got all the work done there. They basically told him the car is like a one of those, I forgot what you call a car when it comes to, like, some cars make 700 horsepower, some cars make 600, or it's about a 50 horsepower difference. So you'll see Hellcats making 600 wheel and some make 680. You know, it's one of those cars. Well, luckily the ZL1 is one of those cars, and the car actually makes 638 wheel currently on 93 octane gas, and it just has an intake and long tube headers and exhaust. That's it, literally it. So stock, they make it between 540 and 580, and this basically picked up, you can say, you know, between 40 and 80 horsepower, which is solid. Not more than that, between 60 and 100 horsepower, which is honestly solid for basically simple mods. Basically like stock. It has a tune though, so it doesn't have a warranty, but it's solid. I'm sure you guys seen that ZL1 1LE I had listed, or I had posted on my page, buying a ZL1 1LE. It's actually one of my buddy's cars. He sold it. He's a funny guy. He's a character. He actually bought the car, didn't like it because the suspension was very, very stiff on it. Because the ZL1 1LE, it's basically a track car. So they started making the ZL1 1LEs in 2018, and I think they make them in 2019 with the 10-speed, because in 2018 they only made a 6-speed option for it. So they make them with a 10-speed, but those things ride so rough. Like I said, track-specific car. It has solid bushings. It literally rides like it's on rails, but it's rough. It's a backbreaker. I mean, a lot of people put a lot of miles on it, and they're like, oh, I love my ZL1 1LE. I don't have any issues with it, but they ride rough. There's no doubt in it. It's like riding a Jeep Wrangler with 37-inch tires. That's just how it is. This is a track car. That's how it feels, like backbreaking when you're driving. This time around, I didn't want to go with the ZL1 1LE. I didn't want to go with another ZL1 because of magnetic ride control. It literally rides just like my Cadillac. It's smooth. I can bang gears in it. You know, it's aggressive. When I actually looked at this car, like I said, I'm one of my previous videos, I was looking at about 7 other ZL1s. So when I was looking at the other ones, I made offers on all of them, and I only struck a deal on this one because of the modification. So I'm thinking, like, the value of this car was, I got a good deal on it, don't get me wrong, but the thing that really pushed me over the top was it was already tuned. It already had headers on it, which is annoying to do, and it you know, it was clean. 2,000 miles, Florida car. I mean, you can't get better than that, at least coming from a Michigan resident. When you get a ZL1 or a newer generation Corvette, like a 2017 Plus, I believe you have to unlock the PCM in a different way. Like the Hellcats, you have to unlock the PCM or ECU or whatever. You have to unlock the basic car's computer and send it out. It's like a lot more work than Like my Corvette was very simple. Mine was in 2016. 2016's 15 and 16s are the same, but the ZL1s, it takes a while for you to unlock them. Luckily, I don't have to do that already. It was already done. My goal for this car, you know, I'll talk about the goals later, like a little bit later, but simple enough. I want to be around 750 to 800 wheel. It'll basically put me ahead of most cars. I can, you know, race pulleyed Hellcats and should be keeping up with them. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I want it to be a little more reliable. I still think I'm going to keep the GTR. If it sells for the price it's at, fair enough. You know, I'll sell it because it's, you know, it's fine. I'll get another one day, but at the same time is I'm not going to give it away. The car is really fast, really fast, and I kind of want to keep it around just in case I, you know, get called out or anything or just anything like that, but I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to keep it for a while. I got to say though, Florida is honestly beautiful. Sadly, Florida is really long, but it's honestly a really nice day. It's 80 degrees outside right now. And just besides this construction right here, it's, you know, a really nice day. I'm glad I flew down here. It's honestly an awesome experience, especially seeing my buddy Kyle. Kind of funny thing about going to Florida is I've never actually driven to Florida with any of my friends. A couple of my friends drive down here like once a year at least, and you know, have a vacation. But you know, 20-hour drive, it's honestly ridiculous. Like, and the funny thing is about 10 hours of the drive is in Florida. Like getting from the top of Florida to the bottom of Florida, it's quite long. I mean, it's basically the majority of the trip. But things riding smooth. Thank God it has magnetic ride, cruise control and everything, and I'm just cruising along here. It's already 5:30, so I missed the traffic, thank God, and just cruising along here. Probably gonna drive for, like I said, another few hours and get a hotel, and I'll probably hit you guys up when I get there, unless I see something wild going on over here. But got my radar. It's Escort Max 360. I'm not sponsored by Escort radars, but hit me up if you guys want. I guess I spoke too soon. There's a bit of traffic in front of me, thinking I missed traffic, and then I run into this. So, you know, traffic usually runs until about 6:30, so this kind of sucks. Hopefully I don't sit here for about an hour, because I don't know what I'm gonna do here driving a stick for an hour. Probably burn my clutch. We got action right here. This dude wants to pull up on me like that. Like he just did, flew past me with a Hellcat on stock tires. I don't think he knows what's coming for him. Literally 3 tow trucks. And like, this is why there was traffic. Holy, is there a helicopter? Or is he pulling over the side? Wow, there's a minivan. Oh, someone died. Someone for sure passed away. Wow. Oh my God, look at that, another one. Holy, bro, I gotta show you this video. We're about ran out of gas over here. Couldn't find a tollway for a little bit, but $3, not bad for Shell V-Power for this thing. It takes 93. Maybe I'll take E85 in the future. We'll see. God, I brought cash with me because my car got declined because I'm in a different state, and for fraud they declined my card because I'm in Florida, so I got to pay cash. But I'm gonna get this started. Is there no automatic thing on here? I guess I have to sit here and pump it. Update here is it's 9:30 at night now. I've been driving for about 7 hours. The terrible thing is I have to drive through Atlanta, which is nothing wrong with Atlanta, but the traffic there is absurd. That's from what everyone's telling me. Family, friends, and the previous owner, Shane, is telling me that the traffic is going to be insane tomorrow morning when I wake up from the airport. So, not airport, sorry, wake up from the hotel. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tough it out, grab another Red Bull, Like you guys know from the previous video, I've been up since 5 a.m. Only slept a few hours, obviously from my excitement. So yeah, I'm gonna probably be up until about 12 a.m. Get to the hotel, probably fall asleep by 1 a.m. and it's gonna be a long rest of this night. So the car's been driving good, no check engine lights, nothing. I mean, it's I guess you could say full bolt-on with the intake and headers. I mean, I don't know what else you would do to it for it to be full bolt-ons. Maybe pulleys, upper, lower. It's stout though, no issues. Got on it a few times. Obviously, got on it in the previous video, doing that little burnout that Kyle kind of convinced me to do. But so good, so far so good. I've put, I think, 400 miles on it so far, 400, 450, something like that. And by the time I get home, it'll be about 4,000 miles altogether with the current miles on the car. And I'll probably, the whole drive would be about 1,200 miles, which the car would be at about 4,000 miles. So that's cool though. So far so good. I will let you guys know when I stop and get gas again. Starting to get low on gas again. Pulling up to another gas station right now. I don't know how much is gas here. 320. It's a little bit more than the gas station in Florida, but gotta use the restroom. Gotta get another Red Bull or Monster or something. But getting gas. It's almost full. I did out at 60, so I got some change back. But let's see. That was it. Yeah, 50.28. That was a total. This one actually got a hook on it, so I got to stay at the car this time. Or that Supreme. I don't know what gas station this is, but should be alright. I gotta head back another 2 hours, hour and a half drive. So let's get this going. It's not really my best option, but I got the golden arches over here. I had nuggets this morning from Chick-fil-A, and now I'm gonna have nuggets from McDonald's, and it is like 12 o'clock. 12:03. My hotel is down the street, so I'm gonna get to the hotel, park this car somewhere safe, and hit the hay. Just got to the hotel. She's checking me in right now, but 10 hours of driving. Did good though. Honestly, I would have never thought to do a road trip in a car like this, and it honestly did good. And it wasn't honestly bad. It was pretty comfortable. It's pretty dirty. That's my McDonald's back because I don't want my car to stink up. Brakes are filthy, like filthy, literally disgusting. The whole front end is caked with bugs. Those are not scratches. Those are bugs. Paint is swirled a little bit, so it needs to be corrected. I got bugs all over the windshield, everywhere. So. Yeah, that's that. The old owner, I didn't show you guys, but the old owner actually let me use his plate to drive back with it. But my room's right down here. I parked, keeping that distance between the truck just in case he swings his door open. But heading to the room, I'm gonna get some sleep and catch you guys in the morning. What's up? Good morning. Don't mind my hair. I forgot my hair gel at home and my hair is just everywhere. It's usually just up like that and it's not. So I'm gonna leave it like this until I pull over and get gas again. But those guys were super cool. They were like, nice car, and I was like, yeah, I just picked it up. One of the dudes was actually vaping. It was kind of funny. I'm not sure if you heard in the video, but he was vaping and I was like, was that your smoke? Because I thought the car was smoking. I was like, what the heck? Like, I don't, obviously you don't want the car smoking. Like, I just got it, hoping there was no issues, but the car is stout, like I said, but he was just vaping. They were really impressed by the car, because when I pulled in last night, obviously I had to give it gas. Like, when you're in a manual car, you give it more gas than automatic, and, park it or, like, leave. But they were like, yeah, we heard you come in last night. And I saw a guy up top, and I was like, wow, this guy's like in his like, you know, in his like boxers up top looking at me while I'm trying to like basically park the car. I was kind of nervous, thinking they're gonna do something to it, but they were just interested. The other owner said there wasn't really, the car wasn't really driven in the rain, and honestly, you can tell it wasn't driven in the rain. You can tell the way he was acting was you know, he babied the car. Obviously, he got on it because, you know, he modified it, but he didn't get on it like that. In the videos he had, you can tell he wasn't power shifting it. He'd like run it through one gear up to like, you know, 5,500 RPM and then let off. But he was a really cool guy. He took care of the car, and honestly, I'm kind of sad that I'm driving it through the rain right now. But I'm gonna get it home, and Reflect Detailing is gonna come over probably in like 5 days from now, a week from now, and they're going to get the car all detailed up. I haven't decided if I want to do ceramic coating or just do a sealant on it, because ceramic coating prevents wraps, and I might wrap it in the future. So I don't know if I want to do that. But another issue I'm having is he didn't have the car paid off, so the Florida holds the title. So it takes 2 weeks for them to process the payoff for the car, and then it takes 1 week for them to, you know, process the title and get it shipped out. So I won't have the title for the car for another week. And then by the time I get it titled and I get it registered, it'll be about another week. So this car, from like now on, is gonna take about a month to be able to be legally driven on the road. You know, there's kind of a dark area, or like they say, a white area, in buying new or buying used cars, because they say that you have a couple of days to get it home, and like a few days when you buy it to drive it and get it home. But at the same time, you can't drive it legally on roads if it's not registered. So it's kind of weird, but I'm gonna get it home. We'll probably leave it in the garage after it gets polished and everything, and just, you know, go from there. Wait for it to basically be legal. I'll have you guys, like, I'll have more GTR content for you guys. But I'm about 5 hours away from my destination. Going to work right now. I work out of town, so I'm heading there first, and then I'll be leaving this weekend. So today's currently Wednesday, so I'll be leaving this weekend, and Sunday's my birthday, so I'm gonna, you know, get home for that. So I'm gonna continue driving, and if I see anything, I'll spot it for you guys. So like, it doesn't do it often. Like, this car is actually super quiet from the inside, but once in a great while, this right here, the little vent, I'm not sure if you heard that. It like creaks. Like, I don't know if it's tight in there and it's touching together, but I don't know. That just drives me crazy. Like, you can hear it when you get higher speeds. It's like the vibration of the exhaust and the car and everything does it. I don't know. It just drives me insane. When it comes to cars, I'm the most anal person as far as noises. Like I hate any noises. Like, it could be like a coin under the seat, like hitting against the frame of the seat, and it'll drive me insane. Like, I'll have to pull over and like get it out. A lot of my OG followers, though, they remember my 2014 Jeep SRT, my black one, all black on black, had Boston wheels. It had it was supercharged, full exhaust, no headers or anything like that. The car had a weird creak in the suspension, or a weird squeak. It'd be like after every bump, and I couldn't do it. It was like I had the car for about 2 years or something like that, and honestly, I took the springs off, put the springs back on like 4 or 5 times. My buddy Mackenzie at Project High Boost, they installed it so many times, and I couldn't do it. I had to sell the car, trade it in. Then that's where I got my Jeep Wrangler. But this little vent's making these weird noises. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just see if I can pop it out and put some kind of, I don't know, noise canceling foam in there, or I don't know, noise canceling. That dyno mat stuff, or whatever it's called, that aluminum foil looking stuff you'll put in there, like door jam, so it doesn't like creak. Might do that, but it's super heavy, and I don't want to, obviously I'm not gonna do it to the whole car. I might just do it there, or figure out why that's creaking. I mean, it's an American car. American cars do small stuff like that, but besides that, it's solid. It's really muggy out, and it's not Miami and Fort Lauderdale's 82 degrees it was yesterday, so I'm gonna get to driving, and whenever I get gas, I'll let you guys know. Hour later, it's still pouring, but now it's pouring pretty bad. The car it wasn't a hydroplaning, but it was, I guess you could say it was hydroplaning a little bit. So I slowed down, and I gotta pay more attention to some puddles. But yeah, I mean, it's you can't really tell, but it's pouring out. can probably see behind these trucks how much water there is. It's gonna probably be like this the whole way back. I got about, let's see, what is that? About 4.5 hours left. Right there. 64 degrees, which isn't too bad, but it's because of the rain, the humidity. But yeah, it'll be probably raining the whole way back, and then this thing's gonna need a nice detail. This is getting worse and worse. I don't know what kind of drifting, like Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious crap they're about to get me into, but I'm not looking forward to it with all this hydroplaning. Mother Nature is not cutting me a break. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Like on camera, this doesn't look bad, but it's basically like fog and rain, and like I can't go faster than like 50 here. Well, I'm going like 60 almost, but honestly, this is really bad. Finally getting off the highway. It actually stopped pouring about 20 minutes ago, but I was stuck in rain for about an hour and some change. I have to go get gas, and then I gotta get something to eat because I've been driving for about 3 hours and I haven't drank or ate anything. So yeah, it's really foggy out here though, like really foggy. Can't really drive with my left hand either. This will be number 3 of the trip. Like 60 bucks each time, it's not bad. Wow. Oh, it's 92 octane. And I mean, by the time I get home, it'll actually be basically out of gas anyways. So I don't think 92 octane is gonna make that big of a difference versus 93. But I'm gonna put that in, and probably not. I mean, I'm not gonna beat on it then for the next couple hours. I'll just put enough to get there. So 200 miles. I'll probably need, let's see. I'll need about, I don't know, 20 gallons. Not 20 gallons, I mean like 5 gallons. So about like 10 bucks worth. I should have stopped here, honestly. I should see if there's another gas station. I only got $11 worth because it was like, I got some stuff inside. It was like 25 bucks. And the change, I put it on this. By the time I get to work, I'll be able to fill it up with 93, but I want to be able to run the gas tank almost empty out of 92 because I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, even if I ran unleaded in this car, as long as I don't beat on it, it's not gonna do anything. But I just want to make sure, I get it all out. So literally, like, this is probably the cheapest gas I ever put in a car. Maybe like $5 I put in a gas tank or something, a gas jug. Right now, I'm pulling up to the last gas station of this current trip. Luckily, they actually do have 93 here and not 92. The car is basically out of gas. I got a couple of gallons left, but basically it's on E. So I'm gonna get this one filled up on 93. I just wanted to make sure I had most of the gas out of it. And yeah, I mean, I only put about 4 gallons in it, and I only had about 3 or 4 gallons left. So there's only really, like, if there is, a gallon of 92, which if I fill it up with 93 octane, it's not gonna offset the gas that much. So here's the car. This rain was terrible, but I'm almost there. Got 1 more hour left. Oh my God. Gas just decided to drip out of that. You can hear it kind of has a raspy sound now. This car has a dual exhaust system, or dual valve system, and this exhaust, there's a valve that closes and only leaves these outer ones open. That's why they're dirtier. And when the outer ones are open, it'll put it in quiet mode, and the inner one's open, it'll be like a straight through exhaust, and then you'll hear the longitude headers. So honestly, it's been an amazing drive. That's kind of why I bought another one. I love the way it drives, and it's been doing good so far. So got about an hour left. Another full tank, and I got about 69 miles left, and I'll be at work. I work out of town, so I got to pay some bills, and then I basically have to do the deposit and a couple other little things. I don't really talk about what I do for a living, but I basically do property management. So I got to go manage the property, and after I'm done with that, I'm usually stay for a couple days, but I got a lot to do at home. So I'm gonna leave probably tomorrow, and I'll be back home, and I have a couple things planned for the GTR. I'll let you guys know when I get there and I'm safe and the car is safe, and then I will get to, when I get home, I'll make another video and showing the car, showing everything about it, explaining a little more about it. Any of the questions you guys have asked, I will answer them. But for now, I'm gonna continue to drive, and I'll let you know when I get there. Just made it to work. I don't work at Chick-fil-A, no, but I picked up some food. I'm gonna go take a nap real quick and pretty much stay here for the night and drive back tomorrow. But car is safe and sound. I got food. I'm pretty hungry, and yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. This is where I work, and just basically get some things done and then go home. I don't want to keep it here too long because it's not the best area. So yeah, I mean, car's pretty good though, solid. Besides the hydroplaning a bunch, it's good. It's cool because the car will turn on and it'll be in like loud mode. So it'll basically push out the loud exhaust, like the loudest mode, and then it'll go back to quiet mode. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work with my neighbors, like not turning it on in quiet mode. But as you see, I didn't even get to do my hair, which doesn't really matter, but I look like a weirdo all day. 6 hours down today, 10 hours yesterday, 16 hours. I got another 6 hours tomorrow, and I'll be home. So if you guys enjoyed this video, any questions, comments, shoot them down below. Besides that, I have nothing else to say. Follow me on Instagram. I'm out of here. Home at last. The weather outside is super bad. I'm grabbing some of this Jack's Wax ceramic prep. I used the whole bottle. I just threw some all-purpose cleaner in here, and I'm literally just spraying down the entire car with it. I'm trying to basically decontaminate the whole entire car, between, you know, the bad weather outside, the long driving, and you know, just road debris. Just want to keep it clean until my detailer can come clean it. It'll be probably another, you know, week or two. So I just want to make sure I get everything off the paint, and also just like clean it up. I have a heater in my garage, so all this ice and stuff you see, sadly I had to go through a little bit of ice, and I don't know if there was salt on the road. I don't think there was, but if there is, I'm gonna, well, regardless, I'm gonna put it up on my lift. There's a car up there right now. I'll explain what that is in a little bit, but I gotta get the wheels clean. They're filthy. They're stock pads, and you know, the stock pads, they give off a lot of brake dust, but basically spraying this like everywhere. And then I have like a little electric power washer connected to my hose at home, but like you can see, that's not salt, that's ice. It's all ice right here. That'll come off with the power washer, but like I said, clean this all up, the grills, the plastics, everything. This is probably not even gonna touch it, but I'm gonna get everything